What's going on, Wagwan? Welcome to my YouTube, guys. So I came back to you guys because I want to talk. Let's talk about life, right? Okay, guys, I'm gonna just jump right into it. This is day, who knows, of quarantine or lockdown. I'm gonna call it lockdown because the entire world is on lockdown and there's nothing anyone can do. No one can complain and say, well, it's just us. No, it's the entire world that's dealing with the lockdown. When will this end? Only God knows. We don't know. We want to go back to our normal life. Like, literally, prior to the entire virus thing happening, I haven't been on social media. So because I haven't been on social media, I don't know what people are tweeting, what people are Facebooking, Instagramming about. I don't know because at this point it's none of my concern. I've been trying to stay prayed up and try to keep my mind, just kind of away from all that. But the tea is it's not working. You would think I'm working so much. I'm very blessed because I have a job. I'm able to work. And I pray for everybody out there that don't have a job. I pray that, God will provide for you guys financially. I pray that all your bills will be paid. I pray that you'll be able to have food for your family. I pray that you won't lack anything during this hard time. And I pray that you guys really truly seek God in this time. I know I will. And I am seeking Him. But I came here to talk some tea to you guys. When you are on lockdown, your brain is like all over the place. So the topic that came in mind is not the topic, it's more like stuff that I dealt with and some of the stuff I'm probably still dealing with. To me, the topic is rejection. Like during this time, you're forced to kind of deal with everything that's going on in your head. Like maybe a lot of people used to go to party, they used to go to the club, they used to go on vacation. A lot of times we have so much to do. Now we're forced to stay at home, spend time with our family. If you have issues, now you got to deal with your issues. I feel like this is a time for everybody to really rest, for everybody to think about what their next move in life is. It is a time to really kind of clear your head. Like, what have you been doing and wrong, or what have you been doing right, and what do you need to do? It's basically a time to gather everything that you need to gather and figure out what you're going to do with your life. I do realize, with this whole lockdown, that I do miss my family. I do miss my friends. My life here in Florida hasn't been like picture perfect at all. I feel like in Jersey I had my squad. I had my support system, but in Florida I'm not as open. I do have people that I talk to and are very nice. However, I feel like my connections are all back at home, and I could say it's my fault because I try to open up and I do have some good people, but it's like, I don't know, back home it was just different. I'm in a different atmosphere right now, and I'm realized during this lockdown that I miss my family and my friends. And I realized being here, I dealt with so much rejection from people, whether it be relationship, friendship, so much letdown. I felt like during the process of being in Florida, I helped others, and then while helping others, I felt like maybe I was hurt in the process, and I made a decision that maybe wasn't the best decision. Sometimes I think to myself, if I could go back and change certain stuff, maybe I would have did it differently. But I think everything happened for a reason. I do realize I do have a lot of growing to do. I'm very emotional. I am such an emotional creature. Like, I tend to want to express myself when I'm dealing with men. I'm like straightforward. If I'm talking to a guy and if I like you, I'm gonna tell you I like you. If it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I don't see the problem. If I like you, I should be able to express that. Like, I'm tired of playing games with men. I just feel like we live in an emotionless world where we gotta play a game. If we like someone, we can't tell them we like them them too soon, or they're gonna think, oh my gosh, that's too much too soon. No, my thing is, I want a man that if he likes me, loves me, tell me he loves me. Like, I don't care. I don't think nothing is too soon, because as we see right now, people are dying like crazy. So if you love someone, tell them you love them. If you care about someone, tell them you care about them. I'd rather tell someone I love them and have them don't say anything back or say, oh, I don't love you, than just not tell them, you know? So I'm a very emotional creature. And what I tend to realize in relationship or just dating men are not honest. Like, they literally will talk to you, act like they like you or they're in love with you, whatever the case may be, and they have another woman or they're just exploring their option. And I don't like talking to many different men. It's just, I can't focus on too many men at a time. You know, I got to focus on that one and see where it leads. But what I realized, when you do that, you end up getting disappointed, honestly. So I think I need to literally take some time away from not dating, like just stop dating, period, because I realize that dating is not working out for me. I just keep getting hurt, I keep getting disappointed, and I keep getting ghosted. Or if I express myself, they'll just like ignore me. It's like disappointing, like a lot. So I'm done doing that. I'm no longer going to put my energy where it's not needed. I'm done dating for a little while. I'm going to focus on my career and focus on some goals that I have set. And I think by God's grace, if I live to see many years, it's going to be coming true in a couple months. So fingers crossed, prayer goes up, everything's going to work out. So I have something that I'm going to take you guys on the journey once everything works out for me. But I think I'm going to focus on my career, and that's it, and just pray that God send me my husband when it's the right time. Oh, and also what I realized is I suck at friendship in Florida, because I realized I'm an emotional creature, as I stated before. So I feel like like ladies, you know, girls that I have as friends, I don't think they're as emotional as I am. And I'm all about expressing myself. My friends back at home will tell you, like, Shy always got to express herself. Like, I will express myself until I stop expressing myself. If I stop expressing myself in friendship, in relationship, that means I don't care. And I feel like in Florida, I have to hide my emotion. I hate hiding my emotions. It's the worst thing. I'm so emotional and I have to hide it because I want to express myself. But then I realize here people are not as emotional at all. So I'm praying that, you know, in this season that I really handle rejection, relationship, friendship better, and realize that, you know, people do not owe you anything. That's the biggest thing I've learned since I moved to Florida. No one owes you anything. You could do good for someone, help someone else out, and they will turn around and never speak to you ever again. But that's life. Not because you help someone, that doesn't mean that they're going to be there for you. Not because you pour out your heart to someone that they will care. I realize nobody owes you anything in life. That's why my best friend right now, and always is going to be my best friend, is God. At the end of the day, I've always had a relationship with God. Sometimes it's deep, other time it's distant, because when I'm going through stuff, I talk to him a bit more, which is kind of messed up, which I think a lot of us do. And honestly, since last year, I've made a vow to myself that I'll keep talking to God. And I talk to God with tears in my eyes, crying. I'm just speaking to him and letting him know how I feel, just about everything. And I'm telling you, God has literally moved in my life. I said 2020 is going to be my year, and God has shown me so much stuff. Along with the rejection, I know that it will get better. During this time of isolation and lockdown, I just want to kind of not talk on the phone as much to people. I just kind of want to focus on myself, work, and better myself so that I could grow. Because sometimes in this time of isolation, you don't want to hear about the virus so much. You don't want to talk about negativity things. You got to be careful what you're letting pour into your heart in this season of your life. You know, you got to make sure it's positive and not negative. You got to make sure that everything people are sending to your phone that you're deleting and not looking at it, because sometimes it's just too much virus, this, too much COVID-19, Rona, whatever they call it, so many different names. I think it's best to get on your knees and pray. And I'm sure this is a long and lengthy video, so I'm sure a lot of people was not going to be listening all the way. But honestly, this season has hope in my mind to let me know that life is happening and I gotta trust God. So during this season, I'm praying for, like, you guys, I'm praying that you really seek God. I know I gotta trust God because things are changing and it's not getting better right now. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm telling you, when we get out of this, we are going to enjoy life in a different way. We're going to appreciate people in a different way. We are not going to be able to get back to normal living. The little things don't matter. The arguments don't matter. What matters is that you love your loved one. Hug them while you have a chance, because literally they could go out in the world and not come back. I have friends that's working in the in the hospital. My mom's working in the hospital. So it's a very hard, because you just never know, because they're consistently dealing with, the sick. You never know what could happen. That's why it's so important that you pray over your loved ones, over your family, because life is so short. I'm telling you. I came to Florida every year that I came to Florida. Since I've been to Florida for the past 3 years, almost every year I lost a loved one. So it's just, life is short, and just cherish the people you have while they're here. Like, it sucks for me because I don't get to be with my family. I'm just here by myself, and I try to be so strong, but I'm not as strong. I'm finding that I have some weak spot, and I need to, ask God to strengthen me more and more every day, because there's certain part of my life that I'm struggling with, and I just got to continue to pray, continue to trust Him no matter what. So before I sign off tonight, I just want to let you guys know that I love you guys. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, for watching my old videos. I have not been recording. I've been struggling whether I should completely delete or just stop recording YouTube, period, because I don't know if my heart is in it anymore. I love speaking patois stuff, but I think I wanted to do more stuff with it. But with my work schedule and my time to focus and rest and pray and things like that, I don't even know if I want to continue. I feel like I should continue because I know for the things that I'm going to do in the future in my life, I would like to keep you guys on the journey. It might not be all patois speaking, but it will be about life. It will be about pretty much my new journey that I'm going on. I'm going to do something that's scary for me, but I just have to keep praying about it. So I pray during this season that you guys hold tight to your family. I pray that God touch you guys all from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. I pray that God comes in every single house. I plead the blood of Jesus over y'all family. I pray that y'all lack nothing. I pray that y'all seek first the kingdom and everything else shall follow. Because God said if you seek Him, everything else shall follow. If you read Psalms 91, 1 through 16, if you are a believer, it says plague will come. But guess what? Because you're a believer, it will not touch you. You will be lifted up, and it's just going to pass you. And I'm a believer. This virus will not kill us. We will not die. Yes, people had died. A lot of people died already, but not everyone's going to die. We're going to get through this, and we're going to come out stronger. We're going to come out united. We're going to come out as one. It will not matter whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, you're Puerto Rican. We're all dealing with this. Race should never be a factor in life ever again. I pray that we focus on the bigger picture when this is all said and done. There's more to life. We got to love on each other. We got to stop the hate, the jealous. All that stuff doesn't matter, because guess what? We are all going through it now. We're all in the same place. People are unemployed. People don't have any money. They're worried about finance. We are all dealing with the same thing right now. So I pray this teaches everybody a lesson. The lesson is that we are not untouchable, that we need to really seek God, because at the end of the day, our life begins and ends with with God. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the middle of the end. And I put my trust in him. I will never force my religion on anyone, but I'm letting you know, you need to seek God. You need to pray. You really, this is the season where you need to build and have a relationship. If you don't know God, I pray that you will give your life over to Christ. Because I know that I trust, and my trust and my faith is in God and God alone. And this season of my life, I'm just going to give my life to God. Whatever he wants me to do, he could just take control of my life. But I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys for subscribing and watching my channel. Just know that literally, if anybody wants to talk, I'm here. I love you guys. And oh, this is my dress. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Bye, guys.